Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your girl V-Henny. You are now watching the artistry, and we have in the flesh.
King is here.
We have King.
Finally, in front of the camera.
In the flesh. You know, there's times that I'm like, Jesus, when I hear that. You know, welcome to the artistry, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, I already know the vibes. Today is going to be a dope show. We have Ms.Artistry, Avery Watson. She's going to be in the building. She's going to be speaking with me in reference to just many of her accomplishments, sharing her story, and much more. So it's just an episode you do not want to miss, you know? And again, we have Miss King Jade right now showing herself. You know, I've been saying for quite some time.
I'm here.
I've been telling her, I'm like, yo, why don't you, like...
No, I mean, I enjoy being behind the camera, like, very much. So it's good though to be in front. It feels different. Even though I'm so used to being over there, like, it just feels like the spotlight is.
Welcome to the dark side. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
Well, I want to say cheers. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
You know. So good.
It was actually.
So good.
It was actually really good.
So good. People are gonna start thinking I'm an alcoholic. They already think it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
It's all good.
what can you do? But you know, shout out to everybody who's been showing nothing but love, support. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm so close to hitting that 1,000 mark of
Congratulations.
subscribers. Yeah, so it's like, you know what's so funny is like when you're so close yet feel so far. But you know, again, thank you to everybody who's been showing nothing but love. You know, it means a lot. You know, so those that follow me on Facebook, Instagram, noticed that, you know, we were gone. We were gone. We came back, and then I left, and now I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, let me tell you something, yo. Home is truly where the heart is. Because being away for me, it was just, it felt as like it was a long period of time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even when we went on our trip, at the end, I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go home.
Yo, let me tell you something. So people didn't know, you know, like those that, you know, there was a few people asking me, like, where are you guys? We weren't posting our location. There was just a reason for it, you know, and so many people hitting me up, like, where you guys are at?
Mad nosy.
Yeah, and I was just like, if I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you, you know. But we ended up going to Miami, and great vibes, yo. The energy, the activities that are out there. If you know, you know. And with that being said, if you are aware of the spirituality world and the whole
Extraterrestrial?
yeah,
UFOs?
Mm-hmm. Then
definitely out there, the energy is way different than I expected, because I've been to Miami before, but this time there was just something different. There was a lot of different things going on. It was crazy.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, mentioning it, like, you know, we had our share of experience being out there, which was like, it's like, if we explain it, you would think we're crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy.
But then at the end of the day, are we really, truly crazy? But then I know somebody else who went to Miami and they had experienced something totally different. And it was just like, yo, and they went around the same time we went. And it was just like, yo, the energy is insane out there. It's very chaotic. And I was like, yes. And then you have the whole projection of Biden, he's the winner. So this is all during like this whole trip. So, you know, he's the winner. People start storing your food. I got some inside scoop from like people who work in FEMA and in the Air Force, and all I can say, as I've been saying during like these couple of months, you know, store your food, people, store your food. from what I was told, I was just like, Jesus.
I mean, I know that recently I was watching the news.
Okay.
And they mentioned a little something. They mentioned basically like the meat is going to go up. They were like, oh, expect like higher prices for the meat because there is a little bit of a shortage. And I'm like, how little is this shortage?
And it starts.
Yeah.
It's been started. But, you know, for those that, I don't want to like sound so offensive, but for the sheeps, it's going like, this is like the whole like, oh shit. For those that were already
I wouldn't say sheep. I would say for those that are distracted.
Okay.
You know, those
tomatoes.
Those who are distracted with the wrong things, such as the political side of things right now. I feel like you guys are not really paying attention to everything happening around it, and you really should be. And shortages is part of the problem, you know? Prepare.
Well, yeah. Prepare. Very quickly, man. You know, I want to talk to you. You know what I did for the first time?
What?
Before I hopped on the plane.
What?
So I had what is it called? It's called Rapé. Rapé? How you pronounce it?
Yeah, you pronounced it right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rapé. Which is a cleanse ceremony or what is it?
Like a ritual.
And boy, oh boy, shout out to Angelic Rey. She performed the ceremony, and to be honest, I did not know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
so can you explain like what is that?
So it's obviously it's a ceremony, right? To cleanse, but it's what are you cleansing, right? It sharpens your minds, keeps you focused, aligns your chakra. It's also it removes the mucus from your body.
That must feel weird.
So it removes like the mucus. It's also performed for like people who have like anxiety. From what I was reading up on it, people who have anxiety, suffer from depression. It's good for that too. It's the indigenous people. It's a ritual where they perform to to heal. And so, like, to heal any negative energy or any negative attachments, things like that. So, Angelic Rey, we was talking, and she was just like, let me perform Rapé on you. And I'm just like, so I was just like, damn. So the first question I had asked her, am I going to hallucinate? Mm-hmm. Because I was jumping on a plane, and I was like,
valid question.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I do not want to hallucinate on a flight to New Jersey. That's all I need is just to go on a fucking, just a rampage out there, on in the air, like. Mm-hmm. So she was like, no. She was like, she does have one that does have DMT, but she's like, I'm not gonna give you that. That's stronger, and I just want to perform it because she's like, I think you need to cleanse. So, we got into a deeper conversation, and I was just like, all right, I'll do it. So she left my room, and then 6 a.m. the next, in the morning, she comes out of the bathroom. She already had her gong and meditation music. She comes out the bathroom. I told her to wake me up, but I was awake already. So she's like, wake up. And I was like, I'm awake. She's like, get ready so we can do this before you get on your flight. So I was stalling. Guys, I was stalling. I was just like, I don't know what to expect. I'm like I just thought, like I had to walk on fire or something. Like, what? I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, right? So I'm just like, all right. So I shower, get ready, etc. I go to where she's at, and she has the gong. She has the meditation music. So she explains to me, like, some of the herbs that she's using. She explains to me how Rapé is, the way it spells. It actually spelled like as if it was rape. But the E has like a it's, you know, like it's just with the squiggly line, like, but it's pronounced Rapé. So I was just like, okay. She explains to me how it's tobacco with herbs, like mushed, and she showed me the it's a pipe, and she explains to me her pipe, and it's made out of bamboo. But she told me like it's from a part of Peru that she got it from. She also have like a part where it's part of the ayahuasca tree.
Oh, that's dope.
So she's like, this is my baby.
Oh,
so I was
that's
just
dope.
like, I'm like, okay. So
that's
she's
fucking special.
So she's like, understand, I do not do this with just anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm meditating. So she's like with the gong. She tells me like some of the like the steps to it, and you know when she's like, when I tell you to breathe, you breathe. When I tell you to swallow, you know, etc. So she practiced a few times. She did a few exercises with me, and I'm just like, all right. So when she starts, right? She starts whatever. She puts the pipe right on my left nostril. And blows like she did, like it was just like with the intentions of the heart. Like I had to, she said I didn't have to say it out loud, but speak to my higher self of my intentions within my heart, my mind, and I believe soul. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna bring her in reference to this, and we're gonna speak in depth with this. But so we did that. When she did the third step, that's when she brought the pipe to my left nostril. And she blew like on the other side of her pipe, and all I felt was just like a stream of energy. Like literally, it felt like a ride, like going up the brain, going right here to the back of my head. And I panicked, I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, Angie, and I went like that, and she's like, relax, breathe. It felt as if, when you're in water, like in a pool or something like that, like, and you know when you like take in so much water through your nostrils.
So it's almost like you were drowning in a
little
sense?
bit. That's what it felt like. But it's weird, right? Because it felt as if I saw the medicine like traveling to the back of my brain. So when I did that, like I panicked and I was like, Angie, and she was like, that's when she walked me through, like, relax. She goes, that's your ego. She's like, your ego right now, we have woken your ego. So she's telling me what to do. So I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to like breathe in, breathe out. She's telling me not to swallow. Like she gave me a cup because she was like, you're gonna have to spit because you're gonna feel a drip. And it's okay. I thought I was bleeding. She's like, that's not blood. That's everything cleaning out. And at one point, I thought my left side was swollen. So I was just like, I think my left eye is swollen. And she's like, no. Like, no, it's not. So I'm just like, okay, So she's like, some people are different. Some people yell, scream, go into whatever. She's like, you're taking it in because I try not to panic. And I'm just like, okay. And the most I felt when she did the left side, I just felt like the mucus coming out. So I kept spitting. I think I had like maybe an inch of like just saliva and gunk. And she's like, just spit it out, don't worry. And I'm blowing my nose and just like, I'm like, I didn't have all this mucus. It was weird. And I'm just like, okay. So she's like, okay, you ready for the right? And I was like,
she's like, I forgot about that side.
Damn, man. I was like, who wants to do this for pleasure, Like, so she did the right side. The right wasn't as intense as the left for me. But she did the right side, same process. And after she did the right, I stood up. And she's looking at me. And she goes, you're resisting. She's like, that's your ego. Stop resisting. Because I was just like, at this point, I'm just like, like I'm just trying to take in what I was feeling. So eventually I calmed down, and when she started telling me you're resisting, that's your ego. When she told me that, she was just like, talk to your higher self. So, and I told her, like, eventually down the line, I had mentioned to her, I was talking to myself. I caught myself. It's funny because I saw like a person. It was as if I saw it was like a mirror, right? And it was weird because I was like, it was as if I saw myself in a sense, but it wasn't me, like physically. So that's how I knew it was my higher self. And I'm just like, okay. So all I remember that I kept telling myself to calm down was that I kept saying, you trust her. You know, she will never steer you wrong. So, like, relax. Because I said, it wasn't that I was fearful. Yes, I was fearful, but it was more, I was fear of the unknown. I didn't know what to expect, which made me uncomfortable. So I was afraid to, like, have a seizure, or I was afraid to faint. I was afraid, and she was just like, she's like, girl, that's too many fears. Take that out. You're not a fearful person. I was like, you're right, like, so. And she's like, she's with a smile, and she's like, you got this. Like, she's walking me through. And then eventually I sat down, and like, it was weird because it was like, at one point I just caught like a boost of confidence. And then at that point, that's when I just like, and just started taking it in. And she was just like, I think it was like overall like maybe a 30-minute to 40-minute process. And I will say, shout out to Angelic Rey. You did an amazing job walking me through one of the most uncomfortable moments for me in my life. I've been in many uncomfortable moments, but you walked me through something that I was so scared. I didn't know what to expect. You were able to help myself and my higher self to calm down to a place of trust, which I think it's very hard for me to do.
Yeah, I'm like, that's so sweet. Like, she was able to do that.
She was able to do that. And, to be honest, like, I feel like even, when you saw me, you was like, you look different. Like, I feel like so much has sharpened. Like, I told her, I feel my sight, my hearing. I feel like I'm more focused. As far as my health, I'm pretty good with my health. But, it did just give me, I feel lighter energetically. Meaning, one of my intentions had to do with my past traumas. And it's just, so I think the left side is to let go, and your right side is to receive. So that's why they do both nostrils. So when she told me the left, she's like, when you do your intentions, make sure, you speak of the heart, and you have the, your when you're letting go, what is it that you're letting go? What is it that you want to receive? Yeah. And so going through that process and going through that uncomfortableness, the bigger picture for doing this is because to let go of any past traumas, any pain, any attachments, and I mean, I thought it was amazing. It was a little, like, again, it was an intense experience, and I would recommend those who are looking to truly heal from their past, traumas. Like, if you want to let go certain things. So I could imagine. So usually they do this, the Rapé, when it usually goes side to side with ayahuasca when you're doing it. So sometimes when they do ayahuasca, they actually perform Rapé as well. So I was just like, I could imagine how intense is that.
Extremely, because with ayahuasca you have no sense of anything, to be honest. Even your consciousness is being separated from you, which is why it's a ritual.
Yeah.
You know, people don't just do it to do it because you can die.
Yeah,
you know?
no, of course.
Because you gotta separate the two. So it's very interesting to hear your step by step of how you felt.
Okay.
But that sounds amazing, to be honest with you.
You know, it's funny, I was thinking about you. I was just like, yo.
I would love that.
Yeah, I was like, she would love this.
I'd be like, do it again.
Yeah, it's funny because after the first time, she was like, oh, we could do it one more time, and that one will go deeper into your body. And I was like, calm down. Baby steps with me. You understand? Like,
I'd even like, again.
So I was nervous because I'm like, as long as I'm not paralyzed,
I'm
you
like,
know, ayahuasca, from what I'm told, is like you're facing your demons.
And a lot of people have ego death when it
Yes.
comes to ayahuasca.
Yes, and let me tell you something. I faced many of my demons, many of them. But sometimes we don't realize subconsciously we have demons that we suppressed.
Absolutely.
So, from what I'm told with ayahuasca, because it goes into
it rises.
Yeah, so it's like, whoo, that's deep.
That's shadow work right there.
That is shadow work. So, you know, learning about the spiritual world and the deeper I'm diving into it, I'm just like, you know, it's very much real. It's very much real. It's intense, but I actually welcome it, and
you should.
I am enjoying what I'm learning from that world, you know. So
yeah, I feel like with the spiritual realm, it's really dope. You can learn so much. You become so in tune with your body, but just be careful of who you trust.
Yes.
For a lot of different reasons, you know, because it can be very gimmicky, which sucks.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like for the most part, so many things are gimmicky, right?
Everything.
Like, a lot of
everything, yeah.
Like, you just have to know what you're getting into. You have to
do your research.
Yeah.
Do your research. But that's dope that she was able to do that for you. I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I'm proud of her for being able to do this on you and feel comfortable and confident, you know? Like, that created, like, such a bonding experience. And I'm listening to this bonding experience through your perspective.
Yeah.
So I could imagine her side, you know, with things that she was trying to convey for you and stuff like that.
You know what's dope? I mentioned to her, like, you're meant to be a shaman. Especially what you perform. Like, this girl's performing many things, you know, and like people are seeking out for her at this point. And I'm like, and she's like, no, like, I don't want that title. And it's not about a title, you know. With me, I was big on labels. I was never big on titles. I don't like it because I feel like it holds you back from being completely free. You know, I feel like that title is the box, and you're stepping yourself in there. So it's like, it's not about being a shaman. It's not about the title. It's about just seeing you and your element. And I was like, you're gonna have to accept it. You know,
she is. You know, the shamanic route is definitely for her, whether she wants to label it or not. You know, she's divinely guided, and I can see her going down that route. Yeah, no, she's super dope. I definitely wanted to give her a shout out. Angelic Rey, check her out. You're going to find her Instagram and the details. But, you know, I don't have any complaints. It was a dope experience. It was very intense. And I do recommend this to be like for just those, like you said, shadow work, those who want to practice, you know, shadow work, those who are seeking healing, and, you know, like, I would say those that are ready for it. Yes. Because this is not something you just perform because you're having a bad day. This is work even after it's done, you know? Like, you're here now. Yeah, the ritual was done. The ceremony was done. But you're still having to put in the work and keep the energy and vibrations high. And, you know, it's not a quick fix, which people think these things are quick fixes, and it's not. You got to continue once we leave. It's what we do. It's what you do once we leave.
Yeah.
Is where it matters.
No, that's a fact. So I wanted to definitely speak on that because, I don't want people to think the artistry is just a music platform. It is a platform for music, but understand the artistry is a platform for many forms of art, and just having to speak about Angelic Rey and her business and her journey, speaking with you and the Oracle Shop and your business, your journey, like having Ms.Artistry, that she has her own business, her journey as a PR, as the digital strategist, just females in the industry, you understand? Or just individuals as a whole, entrepreneurships, having to just explain or see, like the outcome of it is, it's dope. And it's an art. So I wanted to say that because shout out to, again, Angelic Rey, you have a dope gift and it's an art. So
absolutely,
guys, follow her, check her out. She does many things. She also speaks at panels, and she's an amazing person, very informative. She's a great teacher, and absolutely. Just I see her doing many things. And let's we're gonna take a music break. I'm going to come back with Ms.Artistry. We have Miss King J. Get used to this.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
But overall, you good?
No, I'm good. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Subscribe. You already know.
Like, comment, share.
Listen to it.
Click the bell so you can get notifications every time she posts.
Bars. Wow.
That's it. Everything's linked down below.
You want to donate? Everything is all below. Anything. Share everything. We'll be back. All right. Peace.
Swift on demand. Bow, bow. Hey, motherfucker. Make a nigga go crazy, want him or his Something about hearing him begging me, please. I like pillow talk, let me tell you my needs. I wear all my stripes like I'm wearing these sleeves. Make a nigga go crazy, want him or his Something about hearing him begging me, please. I like pillow talk, let me tell you my needs. I wear all my stripes like I'm wearing these sleeves. Big boss, I can see why these little bitches pissed off. Heard that bitch was talking chatter, but it don't even matter, cause I'ma do the dash once I dip off. I ain't never been afraid to go and get to the moolah. These bitches be trash, these bitches basuda. Walk in the spot and I shine like my jeweler. My wrist is so icy like fresh out the cooler. Bird, fuck what you heard. I've been popping since whipping the scourge. All these bitches is all on my dick and I see now he got his feet fucking with nerves. I'ma make him lick all in his plate. He gon' suck on this pussy like sucking on nerds. And the OnlyFans link in my bio for all of the niggas that's acting like purrs. I'm that bitch. Walk past the mirror like an actress. My makeup did that shit while you looking like you in a casket. I'm that bitch. Walk past the mirror like an actress. My makeup did that shit while you looking like you in a casket. Why every time you press a bitch you be sounding like owls? Who? Bitch, you. Say another word, promise they gon' re-bringing you towel. Cause I'm coming back to devour all the bitches that had something smart to say out of their mouth. Fool bitches like I am a scout. Said you won't smoke while I'm bringing an ounce, and I'm showing up all unannounced. I'm that bitch. Walk past the mirror like an actress. My makeup did that shit while you looking like you in a casket. I'm that bitch. Walk past the mirror like an actress. My makeup did that shit while you looking like you in a casket. King motherfucking God, I'm that bitch. Bum ass bitches. I'm that bitch. That bitch. King motherfucking goddess.
Keep them bad bottles over there. If it ain't 1942, no Rose, no Zoom, I don't know, nigga, it's the count, nigga. Hattie, 2020 shit is fucked up, but we still smoking, nigga. Jewelry on me saying fuck you, it's Ross, bitch. 40K my Instagram deleted, I'm back, bitch. I know these niggas scheming, so the grip on my lap, bitch. Plus my pop features got me sticking to actress. I cruise with the raw in the trunk, and the only fives we shoot is the ones with the 4 in the front. It's Papi Chulo from the Bronx, get my name right. You niggas get questioned by police and get stage fright. I only fuck a bitch if she pretty and her brain right. I'm known for running game on bougie women and fucking them the same night. You niggas tattle telling this shit. On a stand pointing fingers like you're giving out directions and shit. And my era, if you ain't live it, you couldn't rap about it. Now the rappers come home from snitching and then they chat about it. Click it with the goofies online and they all laugh about it. Can't wait till you catch a headshot so we could all laugh about it. Rainbow head nigga got jokes. Rest in peace and Nipsey Hussle from the West. Triple X and Pop Smoke. Tell the cops I got some shit I wanna unload off my chest. Y'all gotta smoke me, I ain't letting a nigga choke me to death. I'm in the hood where this nigga shedding blood every day. Niggas scamming and this nigga selling drugs every day. It's a problem, niggas talk, but it's a snob on the waist. I'm with the hitters, the workers and the plugs every day. How you want it? Aiming high, hit a nigga with a headshot. Get a rush when I see a dead eye. Free all my niggas that the feds got. This drama, we could meet and have a shootout on the low. I ain't Tory Lanez, nigga, I ain't shooting at your toe. My man Ray did 10 in the feds and kept his mouth shut. The man did a week on the island and gave the house up. My down south niggas bring guns and keep the street strapped. Some of my niggas go to Cali and send the peas back. My lawyer said your name came up. I can't believe that. Like how you went into the precinct and sent the D's back. Town got a call for 10 cents. And I'm still with the same niggas I've been with. And Z don't want the work if it's 10. Rest in peace to Uncle Paulie and Scorer, we gon' pray for the land. You know 2020 hard as suck. That's why I be mollied up. 50 round drum in the clip. Or try body us. 2020 Holly fuck. Pop a perk, get mollied up. 50 round drum in the clip. Who gon' body what? What? Racks. Who gon' body what? Racks. Racks. Okay. I said 2020 Holly fuck. Pop a perk, get mollied up. 50 round drum in the clip. The niggas body what? Racks. Okay. One more time. What? Racks. Okay.
Na 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 na. Hey. Na 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 na. Hey. 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 Now here you go again, you're all up in your feelings. While I'm out grinding to get this bag. This is the time to do just what I'm feeling. I've been most wanted, you can ask around, and there ain't no coming down. Oh, you thought this love would be picture perfect, but nothing's ever easy if it's worth it. We know time, it will come and it will go. Hopefully before it's too late, you'll know. You'll know.
Yes, I'm on the top, I'm winning. I be on the top 5 chillin'. You gonna want me back, I'm feeling. Cause I am just a top 5 realist. Baby girl, I'm on the stain. I don't gotta play, I don't wanna live. I don't wanna change my way, gotta stay the same, gotta let me breathe. I don't wanna argue, no problem. You going through my stuff and found condoms. Any person in my way, I'll solve them. I gotta have you back, no problem. This ain't back up in the days, caught up in the maze, got the feeling, yeah, yeah. On the island smoking haze, had to catch the wave, got me surfing, yeah, yeah. This my art, I'm not finished. I don't really care about the critics. Move on real, no gimmicks. Make up, then we fucking in a minute. Pops always told me do my thing, no pain, no fame, no pain, no pain. See the chain bling on the stage, got the fans so amazed, I'm the wave, I'm the rain.
Oh, you thought this love would be picture perfect, but nothing's ever easy if it's worth it. We know time, it will come and it will go. Hopefully before it's too late, you'll know. You'll know. Hey.
Look, all black my V when I step on the scene and they know I'm the shit, bitches dancing on me. Expensive outfits, man, I switch every weekend. My hood boy, I'm staying cause they know I'm a G. I'm doing shit that they can't. She let me fuck cause she know I'm the man. Yes, I get whatever I want. If she acting up, she get treated like a fan. Spikes on these feet, little bitch, these is Louboutin. Shorty stay low like I live in the sewer, man. Book me a telly, she getting right to it. All of these phases, thank God I got through it. Gingerbread man, cause I'm on the block and I'm selling the cookies. Labels they mad overlook me. Freshman class 21, I'm the best rookie. Rockstar nigga with swag. If 10 in my pants, just imagine my stash. Shorty ahead of his class. I knew I was gifted since young had the bag. Pull up the shows, I'ma do what I want. Walk in the room, bet I smell like a skunk. Flexing on niggas like fuck. Love my new chopper, it came with a drum. And D just wrote a Ray Allen. Oh shit, bitch is a shooter. 9mm, yes that's a Ruger. They don't like shorty, they say I'm too ruthless. Yeah. Get in it. Yeah. Get in it. Yeah. Get in it. Whoa, all of these bitches gon' go. I fell in love with the clothes. Only break bread with the bros. Go, bread. I'm living life on the edge. All of my best friends is dead. But I cannot fuck with the feds. No. Yeah. Like my V when I step on the scene and they know I'm the shit. Bitches dancing on me. Expensive outfits, man, I switch every weekend. My hood boy, I'm staying cause they know I'm a G. I'm doing shit that they can't. She let me fuck cause she know I'm the man. I get whatever I want. If she acting up, she get treated like a fan. Shorty.
She fucked up but she bad around me. She's so bad. Be a good girl and be bad around me. She's so bad. Them good girls go bad around me. She's so bad. Them good girls so bad around me. She fucked up but she bad around me. So bad. Be a good girl and be bad around me. Them good girls go bad around me. Them good girls so bad around me. You always want stuff, like you're not getting that. Like there's something else that you're talking about. Talk to you. You're such a cheaper.
I'm not getting it. That is
I'm
not
not
cheap.
getting that.
It's not ice cream and freaking Fruity Pebbles.
It's probably like $5.
Why are you guys damn cheap as hell to me like this? Like why?
You gotta pick something up. You're not getting that. I don't even know why
I will take this whole truck over right now.
I guess take it over. Like you always want something. Every time you're out, you want something. Like. Mentally, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was looking in the mirror and didn't notice me. Yeah. Mentally, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was looking in the mirror and didn't notice me. I was engulfed in the fragrance of your potpourri. So caught up with everything you were showing me. I lost myself physically and emotionally. Emotionless, praying with all my rosaries. Hoping shit fit the way that it's supposed to be. Instead of shifting the way that was controlling me. Don't matter if you speak or you spoke to me. And love romantically or hopelessly. It was all about you, I didn't notice me. It was all about you, I didn't notice me. You was untying my shoes, I didn't notice me. Unwind the truth when you spoke to me. Leaving all the facts that unfocused me. But it wasn't you, I didn't notice me. Lost myself physically and emotionally. Mentally, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was lost and didn't notice me. It was all about you, I didn't notice me. Lost myself physically and emotionally. Mentally, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was lost and didn't notice me. It was all about you, I didn't notice me. Twist the cap on the bottle, first tap toast, twist and swallow. I don't care if she swallow, I'm still gonna hit tonight and tomorrow. Pops kinda hollow, I lead, they follow. They wanna make plans for tomorrow, but only if there's money I could borrow. Won't drink or drown in my sorrow. I'm gonna make a way, working 2 or 3 jobs. It's gotta be a better way. But until that day, I'm gonna pave my way. She made me pay to play. I make her pay to stay. Don't out, welcome you stay. Cause on the floor you're lay. I love how they lie. Swing on the knees, they pray. On your knees, you beg. For me to go ahead and enjoy my night. So you can get head from somebody else in somebody's bed. I'm out all night, giving head in somebody's bed. Live my best life, so have a good night. I'm out all night, you only get one life. Tonight we living, I don't know about tomorrow. Tonight I remember, I don't know about tomorrow. Today I remember, but I don't know about tomorrow. Just having a good time, cause tomorrow is borrowed. Tomorrow ain't promised, so it's borrowed. Tomorrow ain't promised, so it's borrowed. Trying to have a good time, cause tomorrow's borrowed. Tonight I remember, I don't know about tomorrow.
Yo, what up? Is your girl V-Henny. We back and we have Ms.Artistry with us. I'm super excited for this. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. I just got goosebumps.
Yo.
Literally, it's great to see the artistries come together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was needed for the culture.
It was.
We made it happen.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Being here. You understand? During the whole pandemic and everything, but you're still here. I think we good with space and everything.
We got some nice space.
Yeah. We good. I think we good. Thank you again. Let's take this. I want to you, Ms.Artistry. Thank you. The artistry.
And you know what? I want to do a toast to the world. I want to hope that we can just heal ourselves so that we can hopefully heal whoever we can in the world. Not the whole world, but whoever we can in the world.
Yes.
Let's stay at peace, y'all.
Peace. Boom. Peace. Right there. It's that it's so smooth.
It's the best
so
cognac you guys can ever get. This is not an advertisement.
Nah. Yo, you gotta love the organicness to this. All of this.
You gotta do it.
Nah, but honestly, I've been trying to have you here for a minute.
How long? Nah,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna say about a year to 2 years.
I was about to say 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, because I reached out to you.
2018, I felt like.
2018. Yeah, I wasn't popping, so let me stop.
No, I think at the time, I don't know.
There was a lot going on. I did reach out to you. You told me yes. I'm keeping it a buck right now. You did say yes. But I think there was just at the time maybe I think I took a break, or you probably had something as well. But it just at the end of the day, timing is.
But I have that good stuff to talk about now. So
that's what I'm saying. Timing is everything.
So it's great.
Timing is everything, and you're here. I appreciate that. I was just mentioning off air, having you here, my God, I've seen you in events. You're very cordial. You're very respectful. And at that, for me, inspirational, and I mentioned that to you and I'm saying this because as, a woman of color from the Bronx. You understand? BX in the motherfucking building.
All day.
When you come from, I'm not gonna say other boroughs because when you come from the Bronx, it's not always easy.
Never.
You understand? So, I'm reading your bio and I'm like, yo, you got a fucking impressive bio. So I'm reading that shit and I'm like, all right, to see all of that, and I was just like, damn, you accomplished a lot. So I feel like for us women with big dreams, right? It could be intimidating.
Very intimidating.
Yes.
Very.
So did your family and friends, did they accept it right away? Were they supportive? Or did eventually down the line, when they saw how much you were succeeding, they accepted it?
My family, friends, everyone have always been my support system.
Okay.
However, but as a community, sometimes we can also not support our people, right? Uh-huh. And that's just not something that you might maliciously try to do organically. That's just because we just don't see that positive reinforcement happening much often, either in our homes or around us or in our environments.
Yeah.
So at times I felt like growing up, for me, it was always oh, I see you, but it was never like a push. And I was just telling somebody today on live on Instagram that I can tell someone today how to uplift their brand and build it up and do whatever. Because I like them, I'm gonna just talk to them naturally. Like, that's my friend, or she's an intern, or she interned for me before, or he interned for me before, whatever. I'm just gonna talk to you because we already have a rapport after you stop working for me. If you got something going on, I'll support you, whatever. And literally, I'm like, if I can do that, right, for someone else, why when I was at Bad Boy as an executive in operations, why wasn't anybody telling me to go get an interview to talk about my job and my experiences? Why was I selling myself so short? Why was it that nobody else was there to say, Avery, like, this is like a small accomplishment maybe, but don't look at it like that. Just go ahead and take an interview and talk about that right in this moment, so you don't ever be forgotten in that space. So we capture that moment.
Yeah.
And I think that for me, that just gave me a full-blown, it just took me back. I'm like, I was able to help somebody else naturally. Like,
when did that hit you?
So today, nobody was able to do that for me though. And I felt like that was kind of like, it's really messed up, because I just think that now, looking back, I did not expect for my life to be where it is. Like, I got so much strength because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got so much strength because of it. It made me so much stronger. But at the same as that time, I missed out on certain things that was needed. So now I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
I've been a publicist, for the past 4 or 5 years, publicizing everybody else, but not myself. So I wasn't able to capture these moments of things that was positive happiness for my career that was also could have been that inspiration, and it could have been documented, and I didn't document that. So that's something that it's a lesson for anyone else to see, that just because you have a role, even if it's temporary or not, don't downplay it. They want you to downplay it. They don't want to see you happy. Don't ever downplay yourself. When you have an opportunity and it was for you, it was meant for you, publicize it.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Publicize it, because there's no proof after Instagram.
You know what's crazy? You're mentioning that, right? At your level, you're realizing like the fact that you haven't told your story. And I'm realizing that, right?
I did not, and it's so, it's crazy that you say that. Another older woman, she's amazing. Her name is Malika Manning. She is the cousin of Steve Manning, who was Michael Jackson's publicist. She's like, Avery, they gotta know who the fuck you are, eh? Like, she's somebody that like pushes me. She makes sure to remind me, like, don't forget, like, your story is powerful,
Yeah.
From her conversation on, this was like, when was this that I spoke to her about this? Right after some protests, I forgot when it was.
But it was around like 2020 COVID.
Yeah, it was COVID era. But she was like, Avery, like, you got too much to offer. Why isn't your story being told? Or what is it? What's the disconnect? Why are they trying to play you? Like,
yeah. So what was the disconnect?
So the disconnect was me being too humble. Disconnect is Avery's that cool, personable person that you can vibe with, and I'm a shark. So no, I'm not. Don't vibe with me. Pay me. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a certain respect level. I don't think people wanted to respect me at the time. I don't think that people wanted to respect the situation for what it was. And that's what like told me like, Avery, like, you gotta tell your story. So her and just today and you and people on Instagram Live, that's like, oh my God, you're an inspiration. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm working. This is for my dream. I don't even realize I'm inspiring others. I want to inspire others, but when you're in it, sometimes you don't get to see it.
Now you do, and that's what I was telling you, because that's what you're saying that, and I'm like, yo, and I get it. I really do get it, right? Because I've heard it too, but me looking at you and I'm like, yo,
Oprah energy.
That is like you're in a place as a woman in this industry is male dominated. You understand? Like you said, one thing about us women is that we have to fight for that respect. I will say that. So when did it come to you? When did that realization hit you? When you was like, yo, like, as a woman, I'm not gonna put myself. I'm not gonna degrade myself. I'm gonna. Y'all gotta respect me for who the fuck I think.
There's so many moments that happened in my career. It's every other situation. It's not nonstop. It's like literally.
And it hasn't stopped.
It won't stop.
And that's the sad part.
It won't,
because you know what gets me upset?
men, there's so many different there's so many men walking on this earth with so much baggage and insecurities and issues that they did not face, that they did not get a chance to speak and go within and get aware with themselves and understand themselves. So they will never ever support you and promote you or help you to the capacity that you expect.
But then there's a whole contradiction though. I feel like it is.
But, no, it is. And most men that are helpful to other women, they are, but it's not promoted. If you can see now what's been going on social media, certain media companies have been promoting how Gucci Mane has been supporting women in hip hop.
Yes.
From 5-Star Chick, remix from Nicki and on to Asian the Brat to the newer talent that he has, and just being on top of his game by connecting with Mulatto, whatever the case may be. That is somebody that's very conscious, and he also had Coach the Ghost at one point. That's like the other rapper from Brooklyn. He still was on the time, what's going on in the pulse of the culture, being there, humble, respectfully. He's an author, has his wife, and shows and treats her in a certain respect.
Yes.
So those particular men, it's like weird. Like it's not idolized. It's the other type of men that's idolized, and it's very weird.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
It's very weird. Like I don't know.
I don't get it.
And then it's like
because I feel like we're in an era, right? We were just talking this earlier. I'm like, yo, bro, we're in an era where it's like cancel culture, right? Where cancel culture is quick to cancel certain shit out. However, why is it that, like you said, certain men who don't praise certain things, or like they disrespect women in the industry, and it's not canceled, right? And I'm just like, I don't get it. Like you said, it's a weird time, because at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about...
Because everybody has their mans. That's my mans, and guess what? I don't care. I'm loyal to him. My man is not wrong. But yo, sis, my bad. I'm sorry that had to happen to you.
Nah, that should not fuck out of here.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what goes on. And I had a time where
you're right about that.
I had a time I had to fight 4 or 5 security guards at a club. They wanted to kick me out because they thought I was some other fat bitch on the stage. I'm like, no, I'm a publicist. I work with this artist. Why you trying to kick me off the stage, yo? And I was so mad because I had security with me at the time, and he didn't even help me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even rely on security, so-called security. I was fighting 3 men and 2 female security guards, tussling by myself.
Damn.
Nobody really was trying to like fuck me up, because that's a lawsuit, right? So it wasn't like that, but I was tussling with people, and I should have been avoided if that was security there. So protecting a black woman, or protecting a woman, or protecting anyone, you got to protect yourself.
That's a fact.
Don't expect nobody to protect you. Forget that protecting black women. Protect yourself. That's how I feel.
No, you're right.
I'm not relying on no man to protect me. All he did was hurt me. So why would I think that somebody who was there that hurt me the whole time throughout my life is going to protect me at a dying time in need of COVID?
How can we change that?
We have to continue to support these organizations that are helping anybody from our community. These programs are not getting advertisements. These nonprofit organizations, they don't want to pay for advertisements because they're not doing it for that. But we as the people, we need to do it for that.
You know what? I saw
you know what I mean? Like,
No,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
you're right.
It's like a pick up what you can type of thing. Like, okay, I see that there's trash on the floor. Oh, I'm about to walk out the door, so I'm going to pick it up on my way out.
Yes.
You know what I'm type of thing? Like, it needs to be like that. Okay, I see an organization. Let me tell you this. I don't want to pay no donations. No. I need more of this, of what you're doing, in the forefront. I'm going to pay $3,000 for the shade room for you. That's what companies should be doing.
But they're not.
Go ahead and say, hey, Optimum, I need some ad space. Let's get these Bronx organizations. Let's do a commercial for all these Bronx organizations and put it on Bronx News 12.
Yo,
nobody's doing the right things. And I cannot be the only one little girl, no, I'm not little no more, but 31-year-old girl from the Bronx doing it alone and thinking of this alone. I can't be the only person. And I have all these resources. But when you ask, people don't want to really do it. Like, you know what I mean?
No, but people do, because I'm going to say people such as myself. And I'm not trying to.
You make me smile. I would love to do things for the community.
How many times I try to reach out to certain people.
But things that make sense, though. I don't care about the donating and the food give back like that. Like, nah, like I want to see.
I want longevity.
Yeah, like.
That's how I look at things.
People going to eat every day. You're going to figure out a way to eat, bro.
So my thing
if you're
is
starving, then okay. But in terms of like feeding people out, it's okay. Like, no, like I want to give back. Like, that means knowledge. I want to give you knowledge. Right. Because that's the reason why we're lacking. You need, and it's not about education, because I'm also a substitute teacher.
Fucking right, yo.
I'm also a substitute teacher with the DOE. Y'all can see my, you know what I mean, my paperwork. But even as that, like being an educator, that's cool.
It's not about that.
It's not about that. It's about gaining the knowledge every day. Yep. What did you take in today that was an acknowledgement to your life that you will never forget?
Yo, and let me tell you something. I'm constantly telling people. Yeah, motherfuckers gotta start reading, right? If y'all don't read, fine. Take audibles. You know, take it in. Because in life, if you truly want to grow in life, then you have to make the necessary changes to grow, right? But that's how I look at it.
And I'm a walking story, meaning that I'm not finished.
I know you're not finished.
And we are not finished. And there's so much more that we had to contribute to other people and ourselves to have that final ending story. So the mission is never done. Like how Nipsey said, like, come on, the marathon continues.
Yes.
It really does. After me, what's next? The next Avery situation. I'm gonna have other big girls doing things. There's more. I've been Lizzo before Lizzo. I've been doing it before Lizzo, y'all.
Legacy.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like these blueprints that we're setting, it's all necessary.
It is.
It's all necessary because, again, we are rewriting history right now.
But okay, going back to what I said, right? When you dream big, it's intimidating. See, I'm a big believer.
It is.
I'm a big believer.
To answer your question, I'm sorry, we went way off.
No,
yes.
But what I'm trying to say is that I'm a big believer of if your dreams do not scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. And I'm a big believer of that. Like I'm Pisces. You know, I'm dreamer. You understand?
I'm a Cancer, Leo, Libra.
Okay.
So my sun sign is Cancer, Leo is my moon, and my ascending is Libra. So I'm very much the best of every world. Meaning that
she's authoritative.
Oh right, Cancer, Leo is like that.
Yeah,
and
you're
so is Libra. Oh shoot. Thank you. She look at her this over here. She's an astrologer. She did good. Yes, I am authoritative. Very.
But that's nothing bad with it.
I think it's like a great balance though. Like, absolutely. I don't want to be like that fiery person all the time. I fall back and jump into my Cancer bag and relax, you know?
Yeah.
Chill and go with the flow, you know? Then there's times you got to jump into your Libra bag. Like, all right, what are we doing here? What's going on? And it's moments you got to jump into your Leo bag and just be that bright, bubbly, extra hype person and that aggression that's needed to get the job done. So
let me ask you this, because I feel like as an entrepreneur, right, a person who's like, you have many hats.
Too many.
When it comes to being an entrepreneur, one of the biggest challenge is balance. When can you say like you actually acknowledge the fact that you had to learn how to balance your career with your personal life?
That was last year before my artist passed away, Raja.
I wanted to talk about that too.
We could tap into it briefly.
Okay.
I've been very like I had to hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough to where I do have to start speaking about it. And it's gonna be people that's gonna hate on these things. It's gonna be people that's not gonna understand, and you know, I don't want to make the family feel no type of way. So it was a weird space for me. And then we didn't leave on the best terms. So the situation was very weird. It happened then when I realized, I'm like, okay, I like the fact that Raja had it mapped out.
Okay.
You know, he had his wife, he had his family, big family, even if family didn't support, whatever. Family, he was very adamant on family, and certain values I kind of got from him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the way that he still respected his wife and kept his wife to a high regard, that's something I've never seen no man do in a while. So it's certain things that, for balance, I guess what happened is with him, I realized, oh shoot, I don't have my life.
Okay. I
have work.
Yeah.
With no life. I came into this with a life. The fact that work became my life, that's when I realized, wait, hold up. A lot of my time and everything is kind of like geared towards this, and the outcome or sometimes what you get back may not fully be what you need, like, or what you want or whatever. So anyway, I from 2019, I've learned, I'm like, Avery, this is not the way that you need to live. Like, just waiting for different talent or clients to, like, pay you for services. Like, nah. Like, I work for my money. I gotta get money. Like, I work for companies. Like, I have so many different companies on my belt. So if I'm working for myself, it's like, nah. I would never want to come from making money to having to still have to answer to people when I'm running my own business.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
What?
No, I'm gonna keep it
Come on, girl. You know how we are. Come on. So that's when it came down to, like, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, no. I'm a boss. This is what it is. And what happened is, I really took the time out to realize that I was doing a great job with my clients, but I was also not doing a great job at fueling myself. It's going back to what we talked about from the very beginning. I did not tell my story. I did not fully explain what my goal was with the client. Like, listen, man, my goal is not to be in this shit for another 3 years, managing an artist, hoping that you're going to make it. It's not the goal. That's what I want to do. I want to make it to the American Music Awards red carpet. I want to make it to this red carpet. I should have been explaining to my client my PR goals as an individual.
And you didn't do that.
For long term. Not a PR goal, meaning their strategy for their career.
Yes.
Because I already did that. That's how I got the client. And more so like how this is going to work for the both of us. That's something that I wasn't doing. So now that's how you get to the balance. You get what I mean?
You're right.
So that's when I had to really be really real with myself and tell people, like, no, I don't think that's not gonna go. That's interesting. I don't know. And you have to tell people no, because you are saving yourself a headache.
That's another thing.
You're saving yourself a headache, bro. Like, tell somebody no, tomorrow you have no headache.
No, that's a fact. Because I feel like I learned now, like, where I'm at with myself, I learned now that I'm like, yo, it's okay to say no. You will get criticized for it. I feel like this, right? Let's dive deeper with you, right?
Because it depends on what the no is about.
I'm
sorry. It all depends.
But again, I feel like if you and your intuition feel like you want to say no, it's okay to say no. It depends on whatever you want to do. For me, I feel like this. Like, and at the end of the day, if you say no, people will always talk. And it is what it is. And correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't matter where you're at in your life. People will always talk shit about you, whether you're doing good or bad. How the fuck did you overcome? Because, you've been in the game for a minute. And
yeah, going on 11 years now, about to be 2021.
And you as a woman, black woman from the Bronx,
plus size women too.
Plus
it's not
size.
Even. It's not even
Let's keep it above.
And I lost 30 pounds during COVID. So
Nah, you did that. You look like she's doing her shit. You doing your shit. You know, at the end of the day, you work for. She has a resume. We already like you have a resume. You have a resume. But when it comes with success, let's keep it a buck. There's times where you sometimes have to move forward and let people go, right? You or not, they can't move forward with you. No. Because sometimes it all depends. You want to stay stagnant, you want to curl, whatever it is, it doesn't fucking matter. Mm-hmm. My question to you would be like, what's your purpose? What's your why? Because I feel like certain situation when it comes to growth, you know, as much as we can prepare ourselves, sometimes we're not prepared. Mm-hmm. So what put you in a place to be like, I know I want more. And if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, unfortunately, I have to leave you.
So what gives me the courage to not give a fuck?
Yeah.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is a great book. And outside of that...
I'm reading that book now.
Also, what's great about just not giving a fuck is understanding what you actually do give a fuck about. As long as you know what you really give a fuck about, that's tunnel vision then.
Okay.
That means that anything else outside of that you're not gonna even care to give a fuck because it's already on the outskirts.
Okay.
So that's how I do it, because I care about shit. I'm a Cancer. So we care. So I have to put myself in that so I don't give a fuck. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Because I can really care about my people, my clients,
okay,
my friends.
but what about the ones that spoke ill about you? You don't give a fuck like that?
Nah, because honestly, there's so many people that love me that whoever is speaking bad, they're going to look bad. Like, eventually they're going to look bad. They're going to be like, what? Avery? Nah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like people knew me from years, from dancing school, from college, from elementary school, from the block, from everywhere, from nonprofit organizations, from camp. People know me from everywhere across the world. Like, you know what I mean? From different things. So if you feel to need to speak bad on somebody's name.
But you will have that.
That's fine, because guess what? I still got people that really love me, and they will ride for me, and they will shut you down on my behalf.
And that's dope.
And I seen it happen. People called me. People called me with tea. Like, hey, I had to shut somebody down. I'm like, what you said? What you said?
No, but you know what?
It's cool because I don't want to always be liked. Like, it's fine. Because if you don't tell me something that you don't like about me, that means I'm not perfect. So, are you perfect? Oh,
no.
All right.
You know why I bring that up, right? For example, right? I was listening to the Joe Rogan with Kanye, right? I'm a big Kanye West. I know everybody has their opinion. I'm a big Kanye West fan. Mm-hmm. But Kanye said something with that interview, something that I've been saying for such a long time. And I'm like, yo, it's so fucking true. He said, relationship is currency, right? And I'm like, yo, Avery,
you know what? And Jay-Z was his currency.
It was. Jay-Z was.
Jay-Z was his currency. And, look where they are now.
But relationship is currency. How many people are so... I feel like, you know what? Because the only reason why I mention this is you're right about that. But what I'm mentioning now is how many people are at a place right now where they're like, yo, I'll burn bridges because I know how to swim. And I'm like, bro, I feel like No,
let me tell you something.
I feel like in this industry,
I think because of the world we're in, because of instant gratification and things, people just feel a need to say that they got control over whatever because they can do whatever based off of social media and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, based off of just having whoever they have in their corner, they feel like they good. But, the reality is we all need each other.
So how vital... the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because I've seen it. I know you've seen it. Where, in this,
and I'm a Cancer. I'm somebody that I will feed you and choke you with that same hand that I fed you with. Because guess what? You're not going to ever play me. And it's not something that I would ever want to, threat. There's no threat. It's just,
it's a respect level.
It's totally respect, and it's not even like I don't want to hurt nobody. I just don't want to be hurt. So
I heard you got hurt a lot, and I heard this is why you have this whole. Because it was like, yo, I understand why she moves the way she moves. There was like, she's been hurt a lot, and I'm like, damn, how you overcame a lot of these? Like, again, watching you inspired me, and I'm just like, yo, there was times where there was certain hurtful shit, and that shit really fucking puts you in a place where you're just like...
I talk to my mother about everything.
Okay.
That is the person that's like, she's a Capricorn, so we are like each other's...
Okay, that balance.
Yeah. Because when she's not like emotional, she's like, girl, well, fuck it. What you want to, like, you know?
Okay.
And she's a Capricorn. They very, you know how they are. They very like, it's either this or that, leave me alone. And she always makes sure that she gives me like right back on track.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But still very nurturing and motherly about it. But my mother is a person that actually gets me through that. Like, honestly, my mother's the only person that gets me through the fuck shit that I go through. But and I don't know how. You've been through
discouragement, or like have you been?
I mean, all
right. Let me keep it. Let me ask you, not discouragement. Have you been in a place where you at one point was just like, yo, fuck it, I want to toss it all?
Yeah, hell yeah, 2 months ago.
Okay, so what was your purpose? What was your reason why you did not be like, fuck it?
Because so much happened where like I got Pop Smoke's DJ as a client, DJ JP, and for me, I just feel like that was Raja and Pop Smoke together at Spiritual Heaven or wherever they was at, and was like, yo, connected with Pop Smoke's DJ, like connected with JP, like I don't know. I just felt like it was like a spiritual connection where, you know, I received that client around my birthday, and that was a time every year on my birthday, for some reason, not anymore. I finally broke that habit. For some reason, around my birthday every year, my finances was always low. Okay. Because, I don't know, I think because I was working with the school job, so I think every time the summer was out, it was a substitute. I just always had to, like, hustle. Mm-hmm. So I think finally this year, it wasn't that. All my work that I worked hard for, it just genuinely came to me.
Okay.
All my clients, everybody genuinely came to me. Like, everything happened before COVID, like, in like November 2019, going into January, and then boom, Raja died. After that, the world, let me not say that, but I'm gonna say it. The world was at my feet. So that's something that it was just like, oh, really? Okay, you do this for me? Oh shit. And that's something that it was like finally like a break, you know?
Yo, how was that though with the whole Raja situation? I know you, like you said.
I was crying today. I cried on live. I never did that before. That was some shit. To cry on fucking Instagram live, over 145 people. I did that today, guys. I was not expecting for me to do that, but it came out because I was so passionate about the conversation. It was really about like people realizing that this is a lot of work, working in the music business, and it takes a mental toll on you.
It does.
And on top of that, it's an economical spit in the face because everything's so glamorous, but you don't got it. Mm-hmm. So
it's a perception.
Yeah, it
is a perception where, because it's like, for me it's a front, like not for
luxurious
everyone.
Spit in the face. That's what I call a luxurious spit in the face. Because I have to still be luxurious, but also still be fucking very, very frugal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's you know, that's life. It's balance, but
yeah.
You get the point. Like, we have to deal with the fact that it's perception, and you have to also be the perception, but also you have to be able to provide the perception for your clients too. So it's not the easiest thing. Like I said, that's the reason why with the Raja thing, I got emotional because with his death, it was so unexpected, and it was a devastating day. Like, so I mean, I'm right now getting ready to write a book, and everything in terms of like the descriptive details will be in there. And even like before him, I'm going to give descriptive details of my career and things that happened with my life and moments that I missed out on, like Rick Ross wanting to talk to me and I dubbed him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things like, there are different moments in the industry that I went through, more so my work life, and how everything is where it's at to the present day. So yeah, I'm definitely creating a book. And
yeah, I was like, wait, you doing a book? How long have you been working on it?
Just during COVID.
During COVID?
Yeah, so it's still developing. It's not an easy task at all, but I know that's going to be something that's going to really take my career off. And outside of the book, with me just wanting to do what I want to do on the artistry standpoint, like still being a dancer at heart, still being a choreographer, creative person. So I'm still taking on different things that's going to fulfill me, my spirit, so I can be like happy and feeling good at work, because I want to make sure I always want to do what I love. I love dance.
Make anything be possible.
May anything be possible. You caught it. Only an artistry person gonna catch that.
But I love it. Very smart, catchy.
Thank you. May anything be possible.
No,
and that's what I feel about, like, with the energy that I want to give out. I don't want my clients to feel like I can't get it done.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get it done. It's going to be possible. Because
no,
it is
possible. It is fucking possible. It's just a matter. Listen, I learned this. We are celestial beings having a human experience.
Come on.
Anything is possible, my guy. Like,
anything is possible.
So people need to stop that shit. Everybody, again, to each his own. How can I love you if you don't love yourself? Type thing. If in life,
I've learned to love myself. Like that was not the easiest thing to do. Not the easiest. And I was forced to.
Why you was forced to?
Why? Because I was always amongst people that were embraced because of their bodies. I come from a dance background. I've been dancing since I was 4 years old. Okay. Ballet, tap, jazz, African, hip hop, everything. So I come from the background of real competition.
Yeah, you do actually.
I come from a real competitive spirit. My mental health has been broken down.
Okay, I see what
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So imagine doing ballet with a bunch of skinny girls. You get what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to do everything that they do. You're not gonna look right on stage.
When did you start putting the work into loving yourself? Because I say
it's every day, but
no, it's every day. But there's always, it's every day. But you have that given moment where you're at that fucking point when you're just like, I have to choose me.
Oh yeah, I mean that happened the beginning of COVID when I lost my office. I lost my office. I worked so hard for my office, yo. I was so happy for my fucking office. I had 2 assistants. I had the videography thing going with my brother. I had like the showcases going. Raja was moving. Then boom, we stopped talking, and then boom, it just was like mayhem. Like, it's whack. But then I love myself because of all of that.
Okay.
That was like, okay, the client is gone. He's here in spirit. He's right here. But he's not physically here. People are talking shit.
Why you guys stop talking?
Because I wanted to love myself. No, okay. Remember, I answered the question. It was more so about work-life balance. That's all. And it was just about that. And at the time, it was just for him. It was tunnel vision.
Gotcha. Okay. So you had to choose yourself.
It goes back to the same thing I said earlier about tunnel vision. That was his shit. He was tunnel vision on that. But I was the actual right person that was on the right train with him. I just had to get off real quick and come back and transfer back. That's what he had to realize.
Gotcha.
But anyway, we got to realize that. Sometimes we got to get off the train and come back on. We got to transfer back because we need to be able to see what the other paths and routes is doing.
Okay.
You just can't always stay on the D train, bro. I might have to take the 4 train. I need to be on Jerome.
No, that's a fact.
That's just an analogy to say, like, you do got to take different turns in life to see where you're going to go. And with this turn was life-changing one.
It was life-changing.
Life experience, life lesson, And it's also still beautiful though. And it's in the space of my business has gotten way better. I have mostly like music producers, DJ. Like my music producer is Papier. He produced Broken a Minute, as well as Jerry Sprunger. He just got signed to Sony ATV Music Publishing. Nice. I got B-Rax from Atlanta. He did Yes Indeed for Little Baby and Drake, and he also did Little Tekka and Little Uzi's Dolly. These are my clients, like, you know what I mean? Grammy nominated multi-platinum producers that I had the chance to work with. Even Upstairs, he's a singer from Atlanta. Upstairs, he's written for Chris Brown. All of his music is fire. That's my R&B client.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I have another client named Cece. She's like the next female DJ Khaled. Or she's doing executive producing records and throwing it on YouTube, on her YouTube channel. She has bringing all these artists together and gets executive producing her music herself. All my clients is what represents multi-artistry entertainment. They all are doing things that are unorthodox.
Okay.
Such as the Ron Suno, etc. Like the people that's like doing things has never been done before. Like that's the point. That's why it's made anything be possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When did it hit you like, oh shit, this shit is happening?
When I got hired for from Rock Nation during the COVID. I mean, getting my company, Multi-Artistry Entertainment, a check from Live Nation, like a good solid 3 to 4 checks. Like literally Rock Nation picking up Bobby Fishkill as one of my clients during the COVID.
Okay.
And being able to work and see what, you know, goes on in the Rock Nation operation and being a part of that. And understanding that shit, they needed me during COVID.
Exactly.
I'm thankful I needed the money too. Like, it's fine. And I'm happy that I was able to provide it, my service. And to have Rock Nation, like I said, like, I don't know, like, everything on my bucket list from when I was younger of loving these key conglomerates in hip-hop that have been making monumental waves in the music industry, like Rough Riders, Bad Boy, Rock Nation. You know, I'm like, even Murder Inc. So, to the point where it's like, okay, the Adventure situation with, you know, everybody there, not Irv Gotti, but the other one, forgot his name. But anyway, him, for example, he's doing what he's doing with Murder Inc. Like, everybody's still living on through their legacy. So, for me, the fact that I was able to work with Bad Boy, I was able to work with Rock Nation, I was able to work with Rough Riders for the reunion tour. I made everything off my bucket list. Like, come on, that's hip hop right there.
That is hip hop.
So in terms of, and also wait, just also working with Young Dirty Bastard, Old Dirty Bastard's son.
Yes.
For Wu-Tang, and representing his daughter as well, Taniqua Jones, who's also my client, who's also Old Dirty Bastard's daughter. They was on WeTV, like, so my the access to like the Wu-Tang, the Rock Nation, to Rough Riders, to Bad Boy, that's the whole industry. So it's like, y'all can't even, so that's when, oh, girl, you did it. You got all of the 4 pop and hip hop labels. You got it.
Yo.
So, you know, you did a little bit of Wu-Tang here and there. Did your little, you know, Rough Riders, did a little bit of Rock Nation, so, I just can't ask for anything more. This is definitely what I dreamt of. Not the issues, but other than that, this is definitely what I manifested from birth.
Yo, at the end of the day, you know what's crazy? I hear people tell me like, yo, or I see it on social media, like, I want to make money when I'm sleeping. I want a residual income. But I'm like, you're not doing residual income work. So how can you expect for residual income to hit you when you're not putting in that work? We hear.
You want something to say? Because I think with that one, we'll have a whole other interview with these people talking about what they want to do versus what they, come on, what can you really do? What can you really do that's a total void that is something that somebody needs when they sleep? That's
what I'm saying. And that's my argument. But again, like you said earlier, not a lot of people are willing. Not a lot of people are willing to put in the work. Not a lot of people are willing to educate themselves. And we're not talking about school again. Let's go back to it. It's not. It's not about.
Honestly, it's like even sometimes it's like even your own family. Like just people be so weird. Like You don't want to talk? Like, why are you so quiet? Like, yo, you're not going to learn anything. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not enabling you to do anything. Guess what? I'm going to continue walking and living my life and doing what I want to do this way. I'm not an enabler. I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. Imagine, I'm 31. I've seen people die at 18, at birth, or in the streets, or family, a friend, through COVID, through whatever it is. So you think the rest of these years, I don't know. You think for the rest of these years I'm gonna sit here and be enabling people?
But that's the beauty
for the rest of my life.
Because at the end of the day, you don't. Because at the end of the day, you know your values, you know the growth, you know the process. In one of my shows, I'm like, I get uncomfortable when I start realizing I'm comfortable. Because I don't like being comfortable with something.
I started being uncomfortable when I realized I'm the smartest person in the spot.
Boom, right there.
I'd be so mad. Like, I gotta go. Like, where the other friend I gotta hang out with right now because I feel crazy knowing that everyone is just only coming to me for something. Like,
and
that's cool. But it's also like, yeah, it's cool because in terms of manipulation, you got them. But that's not why I'm not that egotistical bitch. Like, it's not that serious. Like, go live your life, bro. As long as you bring me what I need to bring at a certain time or do your job, I'm cool. I'm not, whatever. But you know what I mean? Some people are very like, they need that egotistical shit
But there's
I don't need that.
But let's go back to your company.
Just saying. Ms.Artistry Entertainment, M-A-E, yes.
Ms.Artistry Entertainment. So wait, where you get, because we have Ms.Artistry Entertainment, the artistry. So where did you get, ideally, Ms.Artistry Entertainment?
Oh my gosh. So Twitter and MySpace was my shit. Twitter and MySpace growing up was it for me. Like my MySpace actually was lit.
Okay.
I had my top 10 or whatever.
Did you have like the fucking shit falling out? Like,
I had everything. Like my music on the side with I was lit. Like I was in Aunt Jackie video dancing, chicken noodle soup in my life away and Aunt Jackie and getting crazy. So I was in the streets, like I was really dancing, with my friends, and I got popular because of that. And I was always doing things. So MySpace was a space where I can literally. That's when I found my sexy. That's when I started loving myself. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to go back to MySpace days. That's when I was like, oh, I started calling myself the plus size Barbie. Bars. Shout out to Nicki. I was 19. That was around Nicki Minaj era. That was the itty bitty piggy era. Nicki was on her Barbie shit. I'm like, I'm the plus size Barbie because there was never a plus size Barbie. Then it was like, that ain't it. And then eventually I was like, what can my business be? Because that was just my personal brand. Mm-hmm. What can my business be that represents all of the skills that I have? You know what I mean? I come from dancing, all types of dance. I played the piano and violin growing up. I was singing. I had dance groups. I had step teams, cheerleading teams, all these things that I've been doing my whole life. Mm-hmm. That was creative. So what is it that represents me? And it's like my multiple hats, my multiple talents. And throughout my whole life, all of the successful women that was in my life, they used to say, Avery, you got to pick one thing and focus. And I think that's what motivated me to say, oh, no, it's Ms.Artistry Entertainment. So any clients that I have, you're going to have multiple talents just like me. You're going to do things unorthodox just like me. You're going to have different things going on in your career that's different and outlandish and whatever it is. And that's what's going to make us different. That's why Raja was dope and different. He was Southeast Asian Indian. Nobody had no Indian hip-hop artists do anything besides Nav. And him and Nav, Brooklyn's Batman is the one that got Raja and Nav together. Shout out to Brooklyn's Batman. And so it's different people in my life that come in and, you know what I mean, help out. And I show love. So literally, like, it goes back to that. All of my clientele, I just want them to be different. I want them to all have their own pocket to be in. Yes. Nobody has to feel like they overstepping on nobody. Ron Suno is not competing with Tory Lane's producer. Ron Suno is not competing with Cece, who's the executive producer looking to be the DJ Khaled. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I have another Nigerian artist. Her name is Tori Music that I'm working with. Just handling some things out with her. She's really dope and different. She does like eclectic Nigerian pop. totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I have my other homegirl, Yejin Hong, Korean trap. I got Korean trap, Korean pop, K-pop, all of that. So all of my like clients and everything is not. Everything I have is worth more than $1 million. Everything I got is $1 billion company. Like that's how I feel about my business. It's $1 billion company. Like everybody is like, I'm able to reach so many different demographics of people of being that diverse. And I got a white rapper right now too. His name is Eurobands. He's Serbian. Shout out to Eurobands and the whole Rich Block.
I'm mad at myself for not going to that.
That shit was lit.
I
so
know. I saw Mike and all of them all there.
It was lit. It was lit. So I even got a white rapper too. Like, and he's all about Black Lives Matter. He's all about. So I love my little Eurobands. And he goes to Rutgers University. Super cute. He's in college. He loves Kanye West too. We got to bring him up.
That's what.
Y'all got to talk Kanye talk.
Cause I love Kanye. Yo, as you know,
he loves Kanye.
People criticize me for it, and I'm like
him too. But and I also got another client.
I could care less.
I have another client. Morning After. He's from Baltimore. Totally dope. He reminds me of Raja a little bit with the impulsiveness, and he is someone that's like I taught myself how to sing. That was Raja too. Okay. Raja taught himself how to sing. Also, Morning After, he's like Avery, like in Baltimore, like not much artists come out of here and make it.
Baltimore is grimy.
It's so grimy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
We think the Bronx is hood. Baltimore is zombies. I went out there twice, and it's zombies out there.
Yeah, it's worse. I mean, cause you know what it is. We know our New York.
Yeah.
Stuff. We know our New York crackheads. Not like that. We know.
You're right.
We know what corner they gonna be at. Like we know what's up. Out there, it's like
Yeah. I went to 7-Eleven. I almost died.
Like hold on. I
was just trying to get to Arizona. Like.
So yeah, like I just think it's a great thing when I can take on multiple clients, and that's when I knew when my business was booming, when I was able to take on all these people and be able to schedule it out in a way where nobody's overlapping.
Bars.
That's when I did it. And also, you see, I know.
Go ahead.
Because of Ron, Rock Nation hit me up. Ron didn't do anything in terms of talking to them. It was me, my work ethic, and the work that was put out in regarding the clients and in certain articles and press and things that was done that they were like, oh, nah, we love what you're doing with this guy. We've been watching it. The fact that you even went viral, he went viral.
Yeah.
Ron, during COVID with Hip Hop Harry.
I know.
You know what I mean? I connected him with Hip Hop Harry, and ever since then, Hip Hop Harry is verified. They got every Saturday they go live with so many other people. So it's like the things that we can do with my resources and everything. Ooh, the resources and everything that's going on with that brand in itself. Like it's not. It's like we forever got Hip Hop Harry as an ally. Because we resurfaced his company and made it back pop it again.
Nah, you did. Because
Ron did, yes.
Yeah,
and
that's Ron did. You're right.
That was his natural self, being himself, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? So
and that was smart.
He did. That's when you smart organically. That's just what happens.
That was just smart.
My boy's smart.
That was very smart. Fucking smart.
So yeah, like just going viral and us doing different things, but him giving back to his friend and sending money to his friend whose mother passed away because of COVID. We did that. Him going out to the schools and doing all. So it's like even with COVID, we didn't let anything stop us. Mm-hmm. I'm lucky to have had people in my life that didn't want me to stop along with them.
You're meant for this. This is your journey. This is your process, right? Mm-hmm. And and throughout the process, we have to learn how to trust it. And I hate to say, I was saying it earlier. I'm like, I hate that in this process we have to be patient. However, it's not be patient and not do anything. You have to be patient and continue working. And you've been working. You've been working.
And I've been patient too.
And you have been patient, but your time is coming because you're telling your story. And this is why you're here. This is why I wanted you here. I wanted to work with you because of you. I know your fucking clientele. I know that. But I wanted to work with you because of you. I look at longevity. I'm not with the whole instant gratification. I look at longevity, and I'm looking at your eyes because I'm letting you know. I look at longevity. So at the end of the day, I know what you are about, and I know at the end of the day, you made that dream into a reality. And that's the beauty of it. And the thing is that for some, it may be chaotic. But I feel like chaos is beauty.
Yes. And oh my gosh. Growing up, I'll never forget. My mother is a full-blown OCD. Like, OCD. Me, I'm not OCD so much. I'm particular about things, but I'm not OCD.
Okay.
My mom's OCD. I'm like, I'll leave something right here, whatever. She go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So my whole life, I was used to somebody that was not with that shit. Clean up behind yourself or whatever, you know? Me, I'm like more of a like, all right, we can leave it there for the next 2 hours. I'll go back. I'll come pick that up when I get back up. Whatever. She's like, get up, pick that up, do it. You know, she don't play. So I think that aspect is something that I adapted from my mother while I'm at work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To where I took that skill for work, and it makes me very like.
But that's okay.
At work.
This more on an underground level, right? Because I feel like, you know, you're in a different place in your life. I feel like
my level is very weird.
But you're still leveling up.
No, what's weird about it is that I was speaking about this on LinkedIn.
Okay, go ahead.
My professional background is very superb. So that's what keeps me ahead of the curve. Amongst anybody that's looking to do PR, that's just jumping in. Okay? So I have, not that I have a leg up. No, I worked for it, and that's my fucking leg. You know? But to say that, like, it took a lot of work to be able to say now in my career as an entrepreneur, small business, self-employed, that I can get a check from Live Nation, Rock Nation.
And that's dope.
Years to come. You know what I mean? Years later. I would never think that. I would never thought that COVID would bring that.
But I was just saying earlier, like, COVID, you know, I'm keeping a bug to some.
I went through a lot of deaths too.
No, there was a lot of death for COVID, but also I think this 2020 was the year of the creators.
And those people who were not really creators, they did something else. You picked up something else. You picked up trading. You picked up stocks. You picked up fucking Instacart. You picked up
whatever
Postmates. You picked up Uber Eats. You picked up DoorDash. You did what you needed to do. I got DoorDash money coming in.
Same here. I got DoorDash money.
I got the whip. I got the DoorDash bag.
Me too. High five. Bang.
Don't ever think that we're not trying to get money in between trips.
Absolutely.
Okay? Money don't grow on trees. It's there to be made.
No, that's a fact. That's definitely
there's money there. Doesn't mean somebody gonna give it to you. It has to be made.
It's there. That's what I tell people. I'm like, there's money out there. It's just you learning how to make. Like you gotta really put yourself out there and be like, stop saying there's no money. Or stop saying I can't find a job. When I hear people tell me I can't find a job, I tell them, I'm like, stop it.
The laziness has to stop.
Stop. I'm like, I have to tell them, I'm like, stop. Because at the end of the day, if I have to pay my rent or whatever, and I'm a definition, so are you. You're a definition of entrepreneur.
Full-blown entrepreneur. It's not easy.
It's not. Sometimes you're working. You know what the difference is? I tell people, I'm like, listen, and I don't knock nobody. I'm not here to knock nobody. I'm here in a place where I'm like, if I can do it, you too. So stop it. I don't want to hear it. So I feel like...
And people can't get mad at when people give somebody tough love. Like, stop getting mad at tough love. Because guess what? Y'all don't even know what love feels like. So take something.
But it's just that, you know what, though? Again... We could go back into it, like, in so many ways, perception or internet or whatever. Like, you know, like, we live in an era where everything is basically social media, and people take their relationships or the opinions of what social media has to say. Me personally, this is how I look at it. I'm like, in order for me to take your opinion, I have to look at your lifestyle. That's how I look at life.
Oh my gosh. Do you know that's how I am all the time? So as soon as people start talking, should be tuned out. And it's bad. It's bad. I'll be like,
yeah. With that being said.
And it's so bad. It's like, it's not, you don't want to be tapped out with talking to people. You want to be engaged. You want to seem like you're engaged. So don't have me tapped out like that.
Nah, that's a fact. But look, I'm going to keep it a bug again, going back to like everything. Throughout
what
this
else you
whole
want to
thing.
know? You want to know if I got a industry boo or something? I'm single.
I just want to, no. I know, listen, let me tell you something.
I'm single.
I know you're single because she's been putting it, I've seen you put it out there.
Yes.
I feel like at the end of the
working
day,
my business
is
very important.
No. That's going to be another show because we're going to work. I got something in mind.
We're going to work. Let's get it.
But I want to just say again, before, we played the music video and everything, I want to just say, me as a Latina from the Bronx, I don't give a fuck what anybody got to tell me or whatever, or like how, whatever this industry is, continue going because you are an inspiration. Because as a woman in this industry is not easy. I'm not one of your, I feel like I don't like that jealousy shit. I really don't. So continue improving because people like you inspire me. So when your book comes out, I am a reader. I am supporting, meaning I am buying, meaning I want to see you go to a higher place. And you put me in a place where I'm just like, yo, if she can do it, I can do it. And that's why it's inspiring because you're from the Bronx. I'm from the motherfucking Bronx, man.
That was another reason why, like, how I even met Ron Suno's team is very, very crazy. It was through a 16-year-old young white boy intern that was interning at United Masters at the time. 16-year-old boy. Said, Avery, you gotta see this guy, Ron Suno. He did 10 million. 10 million is what he said. Cheddar Jack. He goes, Avery, he did 10 million. I know you can work with him. I know you can take him to the next level. I'm going to put you in touch with his manager, Bo. You got to meet these guys, man. You got to work with them.
Yeah.
The rest is history. I'm never want to take any experience back. Mm-hmm. Everything that I've did from interning at BET in the talent department, from interning at Sony Music in the A&R department, from then going to Bad Boy, working as an intern for a year and a half, and then getting a job working at Revolt TV, working their first Revolt launch party, and then boom, getting the job as an executive in operations, running six of Diddy's companies under that umbrella, as well as facilities and security and tech in the building. So that's something that happened in 2014. That was 6 years ago. I have my own company. I've been running my own company since then. And on that 6th year, Rock Nation cut a check. So you never know what your journey is like. Do not take it for granted. Mm-hmm. People will not appreciate you. And you got to keep your head high and show them that they got to appreciate you. Respect yourself by always putting parameters around your working relationships. Don't ever let anybody take advantage of you. And if you start to see that happening, pull them to the side and let them know that you know what's going on. If you don't, they will continue to take advantage of you in this business. So to end with that, do not get played. Play the game. The game is to be what? Sold, not told.
Ooh. Ours.
MAE, Ms.Artistry Entertainment. You guys got to join the wave, you heard?
May anything be possible.
May anything be possible.
And y'all already know the vibes. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you for commenting, subscribing.
Batman season. Yeah.
I see the message.
Yeah. Yeah. Bands. Woo. I'm stuck in a dream, I feel like I'm Freddy. Bands. Runs got me daddy, hold on. I think that I'm ready. Steady, I'm chasing the Fetty. Wait, I'm stuffing the no teddy. I could be fun and petty, cause I got the and plenty. Hold on, I'm stuck in a dream, I feel like I'm Freddy Krueger. I'm hitting a daughter in Cougar. I think I'm a king like Shooter. My crib got a pool, no Uber. I'm flying out straight overseas. They feeling my humor, and they see the drip is on freeze. Hold on, she wanna get on her knees, and I ain't even tell her to do it. I think that she feeling my music. She yelling out bands, the movement. Hold on, that's when I know it's too easy. Arrogant vibes, I'm Yeezy. I call her over to please me. I hit my dance, teach me. They wanna learn, hold on. My haters be sure. I told them they gotta wait for their turn, and that's when the blessings will really get earned. I got some bands in my check-ins. It's like I'm changing the settings. Her booty look good in some leggings. No salad, they love how I'm dressing. Valid, I don't even think there's a challenge. Balance, Rock told me I got the talent. I cannot let him down, and he got my name as a patent. That's why I'ma hold it down. I'm stuck in a dream, I feel like I'm Freddy. Runs got me deady, hold on, I think that I'm ready. Steady, I'm chasing the Fetty. Wait, I'm stuffing the no teddy. I could be fun and petty, cause I got the and plenty. Hold on, I'm stuck in a dream. Rocking a uniform cause I just play for the team. 2 cups for the Henny, I don't use it for sipping. I'm faded, I step in this. The Mercedes and bellies for whips. I pull them out for the videos. I got love for my thotties in Jersey, but they ain't got nothing on my New York City. I be making assists for the gang and I'm chosen. I'm passing the rock like a give and go. Like a Superman, Euro invincible. Got another thought, no I'm not missing you. And I'm running the game and they follow like students, and they know that you're the principal. Bands. They know I'm a problem, they cannot stop them. And it's a miracle if someone top them. Feel like the Kembe, they shoot and I block them. Go from the States and I play out in Tottenham. They know that I stay overseas. Dropping the top of the breeze. Bands, I'm stuck in a dream, I feel like I'm Freddy. Runs got me deady, hold on, I think that I'm ready. Steady, I'm chasing the Fetty. Wait, I'm stuffing the no teddy. I could be fun and petty, cause I got the and plenty. Hold on.
I love Chris Rich.
Been on time, no, don't get out of line. I take what's mine, don't make me grab that 999. Shorty fine, she love it from behind. I know she's yours, but I know she doesn't mind. Wetty, damn, I know that she petty. If you fightin', she call me up and then hunt me down when she ready. Gas her up, Getty, kick her out, Daddy. She a demon, she be going low and she love my chains and they Yeti. Smooth. 3 a.m. she wanna groove. Said arch her back, she approve. Didn't ever watch how I move. Roll in the whip when I cruise. Lose, damn it, it's all that you do. She know I'm better than you, and you know I like the view. Been on time, no, don't get out of line. I take what's mine, don't make me grab that 999. Shorty fine, she love it from behind. I know she's yours, but I know she doesn't mind. Been on time, no, don't get out of line. I take what's mine, don't make me grab that 999. Shorty fine, she love it from behind. I know she's yours, but I know she doesn't mind. Flash, smash, stash, cash. Up the number, my bag. Love Jesus, Gucci, my tag. Ass, fat, slap, grab. Can't stop, she throwing it back. Might stay tonight and you mad. Walk around with a limp. Shorty said you a simp. I see food, you a shrimp. No games, you stuck in a sim. New level getting faded. Break her back like the Matrix. Foreign shorty, she blazing. Gets right to work, she don't waste it. Gets right to work, she don't waste it. Talk hot, you might get your facelift. She said she like how I'm tasting. Got lightning, rated, but no, I'm not her replacement. Just when she getting impatient. no future, not talking Raven. Been on time, no, don't get out of line. I take what's mine, don't make me grab that 999. Shorty fine, she love it from behind. I know she's yours, but I know she doesn't mind. Been on time, no, don't get out of line. I take what's mine, don't make me grab that 999. Shorty fine, she love it from behind. I know she's yours, but I know she doesn't mind. I know she doesn't mind. Don't make me grab the 9. I know she doesn't mind. Gabon, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills to fuck up your karma. Doge. Gabon, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that cut up your karma. I came out the dope hole. The east is the coast though. I took a trip to the west to lace up baguettes and lay in a low. Hydraulics, we pressed that. Presidential, we'd elect that. And she was my side piece. He went and he kept that. Stop thinking with your heart first. Lay the target on your mark first. Wahlberg with your mark verse. I bring the madness like it's March 1st. I'm bringing the rim down. That's 2 for the 10 now. I'm stomping the beat up. I'm making the Tim sound. You begging for credit, your bitch is a headache. I'm high off the medics. The man who just said it's the man who just bet it. You niggas be starving, the hand is just fed it. Your life is a movie, I'm here to just edit. A cap and a cane that came with the debit. Shit easy, nigga. You hear that? Put my pops in dimes, nigga. Dimes, nigga. Doge. Gabon, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that fuck up your karma. Doge. Gabon, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that cut up your karma. Gabon, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that fuck up your karma. Flow, shit easy, Big Bell, dog. He loose. These niggas bitches be loose.
Yeah. Straight up muscle nigga did, huh? You should play this shit loud.
Don't you ever big bro me. You not my homie. We ain't go half on coffee. When it's cold and lonely, we don't rock flip-flops, cause we hopscotch on cops. We got too many ops, tryna mop our block. Bop way to the left, cause the money is right. Life is a bitch, but the pussy is tight. Chitty bang, you ain't game, you can't hang. Better letting us hang. Let it swing, let it swing. My third front line, we just net fresh. We ain't put on for the 9. Big 3 on the spine, and I know if I'm tapped, fettuccine don't care. I just gotta be taxed. Freedom worth all that. My mama never cooked much. Her lazy ass let Chris take us to the free lunch. Pot of milk in a box. Funny how we got that with 3 hots in the car. Shit didn't change much. They had a plan for us. Now they plans fucked up. You knew better, you move better. Better move with us. All gangs, no chuck. Let me tell you about my city. You blood, you crippin', you wooing, you chowing, or you twirling with the dizzies. Wait, see that Tasmanian devil? Better spend like a dreidel. Turn the face into a bagel. Just when you see the money change you, but it don't. It just change everybody's view to a different angle. Everybody watching different channels. Chitty bang. You ain't gang, you can't hang. Better let your nuts hang. Let it swing, let it swing. My noodle loose, you drunk on juice. She smelling like some John. like some chicken soup. Since she come first and I come too, I guess good sex just come to two. Cause you cartoon like Looney Tunes. She let me beat like Fruity Loop, like who ya boo hoo, rock and blue. I turn her mouth to a hula hoop, suwa hoop. Oh, she blood too, then she could fuck my bloody too. Since she fuck Crips and she fuck blood, I guess she got that purple cone. Chitty bang, you ain't gay, you can't hang. Better let you entertain. Let it swing, let it swing.
DJ Chase got beat.
Johnny Floss. Yeah. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside, even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside. We still outside, and I'm turning up. I'm always in a different bag, and I ain't letting up. Yeah, this flow is nuts, and simply can't be touched. But ain't no telling when I feel like I'ma crank it up. So get about your feelings, me and my team always winning. Why you always think I'm grinning, and these waves always spinning, and I'm always gonna be spending, cause my account ain't never pending. But I really don't be lending, ain't scared to change, so I'm blending, huh? You see my fit, yeah, you know it's me. You see the shoes, yeah, I keep them clean. Eating good and everything else in between. So when I say I'm outside, that's just what I mean. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside, even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside. I talk the talk, and I walk the walk. Teaching all you rappers, but I don't need the job. Feeling strong like Popeye when he eat his spinach. You see the T on me? Yeah, that's Brooklyn vintage. All about black business, cause I like to see black winners. Bad chick with me while we at dinner, but I didn't meet her on Tinder. Met her through a friend named Linda. She a real one, no pretender. And she thick, but still slimmer. Hand of a night, she gon' remember, huh? The go-to guy, yeah, I get it done. I'm with all the smoke, Brooklyn never run, no. Eating good and everything else in between. So when I say I'm outside, that's just what I mean. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh?
The Artistry.
Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or outlets.
Follow us, The Artistry NY.